Hi, many of you may know that TfL has again changed the format of the SERU assessment in terms of fill in the blanks, but the number of the question, the timings of the test remains the same. It's still 45 minutes and still you've got to answer 36 questions for those who are not doing an open book exam. For open book exam, the format and the timing, everything has been explained in another video. You may look at it on our channel. The main change is, as we can click on, you can see previously it used to be drag and drop, so you would have the words for the blanks here, and then you drag and drop them into boxes, and there was another box here with a red box where you would put all the unused words there. So this is not the case anymore. You rather now have a drop down, meaning so you can select your words that you want to put in the boxes. Just click on the select and that's it, done. This is somewhere easier for those who are not very efficient with computer skills instead of dragging and dropping, but it can prove to be difficult for some people as well, because of the reason that you now, every time you want to put something in a box, you have 6 options that you have to go through. Previously you would drag and drop the correct answer here, the incorrect one here, then you have less words to deal with or phrases. So for example, if you've done the first one, you have 4 left. If you've done the second one as well, then you have got 2 left. It's an easier choices to make. So obviously the way it is, the way it is. So let me take you through these mock tests that we have adapted based on the feedback provided by our students, and this is also readily available on our website as well for anyone to purchase and practice. So as usual, I will take, as we go through the test, I will explain some grammar rules for you to answer those blanks easily. Also, there are some changes in terms of multiple choice as well. As we go on to them, we'll explain that too. So first one, PHP licenses year. So this is plural, remember, so this will determine what is coming after. So PHP licenses is referring to more than one license. So we have 2 options. One is lasts for, one is last for one. Lasts for one. So there's 2 mistakes on this one, because this is a third person plural number. After that there won't be any s or yes with the verb. First thing. Second thing, one is not a noun, so it cannot be capital. So the PHP licenses last for 1 year. So imagine it says that a PHP license, then it would have been lasts for 1 without capital, by the way. So that's the correct one. You just select in your exam exactly the same way that we have done it. And then the vehicle must have, so remember this talking about one vehicle, okay? The vehicle must have another, again talking to another, one more, another, one more, remember that. Another licensing, because of this another licensing, what? Inspection or inspections, because it's referring to one more, another, so this inspection, not inspections. Before a new license, now we have already used inspection, lasts for 1 year, so we have left with can be issued or can be issued. So think about it, which one this can be. So hopefully you have thought about it. So remember, when there is a be, can be, could be, maybe, might be, shall be, should be, the verb will normally be in the past form with an ed. Normally it can be without ed as well, because some verbs, for example, come, came, come, so it doesn't come with an ed. Yeah, so some verb can be in the past form without an without ed. So can be issued, so can be issued. Okay, as we go along, try to pause the video and try to answer those questions yourself as well before we reveal them. So this is first number 1 done, and remember your fill in the blank still carries 2 points. Here you go, and it shows on our mock test very clearly. Now, second one, you must make details of the insurance availability available. Availability referring to, for example, when are you available to work? What is your availability for this week? So your insurance availability doesn't make sense. So whenever police ask for them, you should make it available to show it to them. You make your insurance available to them. The police, when you are asked for them, you must also provide insurance details to a passenger. So remember, this A will determine what's happening there, okay? To a passenger or member of the public, Again, this is incorrect spelling, okay? So it cannot be this one. This is the correct answer. So even if TfL puts members of the public, that will be incorrect because we are referring back to this A here. Because of this A, this article, it is a singular. So member of the public, if the vehicle you are driving is involved in what? Involved in a collisions, involved in a collisions. Let's think about it, which one can be correct. Let's say a few seconds or pause the video. Okay? Because as I've said here as well, because of this A, this article A, it will be collision because it's referring to one collision, not more than one collision. If there was no A here, then it could have been collisions, yeah? Okay? So in a collision. So moving on to the next one. Now, let you think about for a few seconds which one would be there. So think for a few seconds. I hope you have done that. So every PHB must have, every PHB may have. Okay. First thing is this PHB, remember, is referred to private hire vehicle. It's an acronym. It always capital. Okay. So first mistake is PHB. This is wrong. No, may have. No, it's not an option. Having an insurance is not an option. It must have an insurance. So PHB must have. Okay. PHB must have. And this have here is referring to ownership. Hire or reward insurance. The insurance policy. So every PHB must have hire or reward insurance, and the insurance policy, let you think about it for a second. Must be valid, may be valid. Which one is correct? Obviously, grammatically both are correct, but obviously, again, validity of your insurance policy is not an option. May referring to optional choice. Okay, and also you might be thinking that I've just said before that if it is, what do you call it, B, then why is not with an ed? Because this is not a verb here. This is not a verb here. The word valid is not a verb here, so it won't change. Okay. So may be valid, must be valid, must be valid when the vehicle is licensed, and it at all times, when the vehicle, when the vehicles. So we are talking. So you go back here when the vehicle is licensed. Yeah, go back. So you're referring back to one vehicle here. So when the vehicle, is, and this is also you can sometimes look afterwards as well. This is telling me, again, this is talking about one vehicle. If it was R here, then it could have been vehicles as well. So look at before and after, look at the structure of the sentence, and this will again look as a PHB. Again, it is referring to one vehicle here. So all this telling me is going to be one vehicle when the vehicle. Okay, moving on. Number 4. Make sure your behavior, passengers. Again, look into both sides now. Will determine what is coming here. Okay, with all passenger, with some passengers. Again, grammatically both correct. Even if you put with some passengers, it won't be wrong. But because of this S here, capital, because the S is a capital here, which is not a noun, so this is incorrect. This is incorrect. So we put with all passengers, including children and adults at risk, is appropriate and profession or professional. Profession referring to a job. For example, I'm a trainer. That's my job. So it cannot be appropriate and profession. It has to be professional. It has to be professional. Sorry, professional. At all times. Be aware of how could affect others. Be your action or your actions. Okay? Be aware how your actions, you could have multiple actions that could have an impact on other people. How your actions could affect others. We need to make some mistakes though for me to show you how to review them. So the beginning of the sentence is a blank here, and remember, beginning of the sentence will always be capitals. It's an easy choice to make, hopefully. Let's see what is hidden there. So let me let you again few seconds for you to think which one should we pick. So there's three options we have with capitals. You may came, you may have to transport, so it doesn't make sense. You may come, you may have to, doesn't make sense. As a driver, that's the only one is there. As a driver, you may have to transport children or adults who are at risk. Okay, again, beginning of the sentence, there is a full stop there. So now from other two we can choose one. Is you may come or you may came. So two mistakes here. Beginning of the sentence is not capital, and may came. After may, the verb will always be in the present form. After may, can, could, shall, should, etc. the verb will always be in the present form. Okay, so you may come into contact with passengers that are being trafficked, etc. exploited. Which one is correct? So look at the formation of the sentence here. Which are, this are is determining that after are, is, am, etc. the verb will be with ing or in the past form. So being and look at the formation. So it's with after comma, yeah, after comma, and or, etc. the same, the formation of the sentence will tense will remain the same normally. So being trafficked, abused, etc. So it's all in the past form. So exploit, exploited. So we go with exploited. So who are being trafficked, exploited, abused, or who are in need of help in some other ways. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so look at the formation of the sentence. So imagine trafficked, exploit, abuse. Doesn't make sense. That will all be the same because this are is determining what is happening here. Okay, now again, beginning of the sentence. So let's see what options we have, and give it a minute, give it a few seconds, and see if you can pick the correct one. And there's an easy option there. There's only one phrase with a capital, which is keeping children, and we don't have much of a choice there. Keeping children and adults is safe from harm, and look again, it is not harmed, it is harm, yeah. Then the other one is abuse is, abused are. So this is not correct. It cannot be with ed because again, and is here. Before and or, the formation of the tense will normally remain the same. Abuse is, and again this everybody's. Okay, everybody's referring to one, everybody's responsibility. So this is also determined by this. Abuse is everybody's responsibility, not just social works, not just social workers. Social works mean social work, doing some kind of an work, but it's referring to a workforce here, the social workers or the police. Again, you can look at this. Look at the sentence afterward, the police. So it's referring to some kind of an workforce here. So that is police. Okay, social workers or the police. Next, the insurance policy, when the vehicle is, the insurance policy must be valid. The insurance policy must be valid or may be valid. Again, the V, this is incorrect because the V, this is not a verb and it cannot be capital. So, and this is not an option as well. Maybe is not, cannot be used. It must be valid. It has to be valid. When the vehicle is, after is, what happens? Either ing or past form, normally with ed. So let's see. Vehicle is licensing licensed. So when the vehicle is licensed, so licensing won't be appropriate here because it's referring to a scenario when universal truth that we call it. So whenever you are taking your vehicle for licensing, this is when it must be valid. So vehicle is, whenever the vehicle is, when the vehicle is licensed, and at all time when the vehicle are being used, is being used. So it's referring to the vehicle, one car, or one PHP, whatever you want to call it. So it will be is being used, not are being used. If there was the vehicles, then you could have used this one. So is being used as a PHP. Again, a PHP. Again, it's referring to one PHP, isn't it? One vehicle, one PHP. Again, the one vehicle. So is being used. Next, if you think a child or adult who needs help, if you think you have seen, you have seen. After you cannot have has. It always be have. After I, it is have. After we, it is have. So if you think you have seen a child or adult asterisk who needs help, or is suffering from any signs of abuse or any other way. Again, after is, am, are, either ing or ed, one of them. So is suffer is not correct, is incorrect. So is suffering from any signs of abuse, or if they have told you direct or directly. They told you directly. They told you directly, not direct. Okay, that directly, you must report it to your operator and the police. Next, in some circumstances, the vehicle might be given n. So this n will determine what is coming after. In some exception is incorrect because it cannot be capital, it's not a noun. So in some exceptional circumstances, the vehicle might be given n what? Exempt or exemption. It can be given. Exempt means you already exempt from doing something, but this is referring to an exemption. That means in the situation where someone doesn't have to display the discs, which means that the license discs do not have to be. So this B will determine what's coming after. Remember, after B either ing or past form. Display, displayed. Okay, so we use displayed. Discs do not have to be displayed. Okay, so we came into multiple choice now, and it should be quick for us to go through. So the change to the multiple choice is used to have long questions and answer. Now is shorter now, much more focused and easier to answer. So we'll go through them very quickly. The topographical skill assessment is there to test your ability to do what? To complete your medical examination, to select and plan a route, read a map and identify locations, to check your speaking and listening ability. So this is the first one, that you plan a route, identify location, and etc. This is from section number 1 of the handbook. Number 2, what is the test called that checks your ability to select and plan a route, read a map and identify location? So we have one sentence, we have turned them into questions in many different ways. So whenever your abilities are tested in many different ways, so whenever they come into the exam, you can just answer them like a pro. So topographical skills assessment, navigation test, map test. Now topographical skills assessment. If a license has some condition attached to it, where will it be explained? So if there is a condition in your license, again section number 1, where will it be explained? No condition can be added to a license. In the letter sent to you with your license, your operator will inform about it. No, the letter that comes with your license, that will explain it there. What will happen if you do not comply with any condition that come with your license? TfL may extend validity of your license, TfL may revoke your license, TfL may renew your license. What will happen? Think about it. TfL may revoke your license. So if you don't fulfill the condition, for example, there is a medical condition you have and you don't provide the information, then they might revoke your license. What is the normal validity of your London PHP driver's license? 3 years, 4 years, 2 years? 3 years, we know it all. To whom should you give a copy of your London PHP driver license? Any licensed private hire operators you are working with. To TfL, any unlicensed operator. First of all, TfL is the one who issued it. Second one is unlicensed operators you are not allowed to work with, and this is the correct answer. Okay. The PHP operator you work with must keep copies of your PHP driver license and what else? So they need to keep a copy of your driving license, what else? A proof of address, a copy of your passport, your DPLA, NI, and your existing, basically your driving license they need to have a copy of. When should you wear your London PHP driver's badge? Only when your customer asks to wear it. At all times when you're working as a PHP driver, when you are at home. Obviously, you don't put your badge at home. Imagine you got gas coming and you have the badge on you. At all times whenever you're working as a PHP driver. If TfL gives you permission not to wear your badge, what this is called? An exemption, an examination, an extension, an exemption. This is called an exemption. Who should contact TfL for a replacement discs if the license disc fixed to a PHP are damaged, lost or stolen? So who should be contacting? So remember, you could be hiring a car. Who is the person who should contact TfL? Who should contact TfL for a replacement discs if the license disc fixed to a PHP are damaged, lost or stolen? The operator, the vehicle owner, the driver is the responsibility of that. This is from section number 2. Under which circumstances a vehicle cannot be used for private hire purposes? So remember, these are the question with 3 answers. Okay, 3 answers. Sometimes you will be asked to select 3 answers, sometimes it's 2 answers. Which circumstances? If license disc have been badly damaged, if the license disc appearance has been spoiled in any way, if the license discs are missing, if the license discs are in the correct place. Obviously, if the license discs are in the correct place, you can use the vehicle for private purposes, hire purposes. So the correct answer is these 3. We've been asked to select 3 of them, isn't it? Always try to pause and try and answer yourself here before we reveal the answer. If a PHP has been given an exemption, what will the owner of the vehicle will receive? So a PHP is given an exemption from displaying the disc. What the owner will receive? An exemption notice from the operator, an exemption notice from TfL, an exemption notice from DPLA. So the licensing for a PHP is managed by TfL. So exemption notice will also come from TfL. What type of insurance every PHP must have? Hire or reward insurance, taxi insurance, private hire insurance. We have made a mistake here. We'll correct it. Is hire or reward insurance. Okay, hire or reward. We'll get this corrected. Hire or reward insurance. Every PHP must have hire or reward insurance. What other evidence you must have? Every PHP must have hire or reward insurance. What other evidence you must have? Your partner must also be insured. Now your name should be on the policy and you are insured to drive the vehicle under the policy. Your name should be on the policy. Your partner must also be insured under the policy. You are insured to drive the vehicle under the policy. Okay, so you must be insured. The license is normally for the vehicle, but you must be insured to drive the vehicle as well. What must you do? What must you do if a police officer asks for your insurance details? Deny the request, make it available to them, ask them to contact your operator. No, you cannot do that. If a police officer asks for your license, you must give it to them there and then. In which circumstances you must provide insurance details to a passenger or member of the public? You don't have to provide insurance details to anyone if your PHP is involved in a collision whenever they ask for it. So when there is an accident, if normally they ask for you, you don't have to show it, but if there is vehicle is involved in a collision, then obviously you have to give them the details of your insurance, provide details. If a collision affects the safety, performance, appearance, comfort of your PHP, within what time period you must tell TfL about it? 48 hours, 72 hours or 24 hours? Okay, think about it. 72 hours is the answer. Okay, from whom you should never accept a booking? An unlicensed operator, an app-based operator, and licensed. Sorry, this is also, we need to correct, a licensed operator. Answer is a licensed operator. This correct answer is an unlicensed operator because of the vowel there. So you should never accept a booking from an unlicensed operator. What should you do if you have any doubt about a booking? Call the police immediately. Ask the operator for their operator license number. Check the operator's check the operator's details using the TfL's online license checker tool. Okay. A PHV driver is not allowed to pick people up on the street or at station or airport unless they hail the PHV, they have a booking from a licensed operator, they are wearing a suit. Unless they have a booking from a licensed operator. What are some examples of places where you are not allowed to pick up people without a booking? Okay, just select two answers. So you're asking us to select two answers. A friend from him home for a private hire journey, on the street or station or airports, streets outside your operator center. These two. So these are the places you're not allowed to pick up people without a booking. Which one of the following you must do to a member of the public that suggests that you are available for hire? You must not do without a booking. Again, selecting two answers. Give any signs, ask them to contact an operator for a booking, say anything. Okay. So which one of the following you must not do to a member of public that suggests that you are available for hire without a booking? You cannot give a sign to them, or you cannot say anything to them. Ask them to contact operator. This is something you should do. What a PHV operator is required to do before the start of each journey? Record certain information about the booking, record passenger next holiday plans, record passenger's date of birth. So record certain information about some information, name, destination, and etc. must be recorded and pick up point. If a passenger wants to change their final destination, a PHV driver should refuse to carry out the booking, agree a fare, and continue the journey. Inform the operator immediately so the operator can give them the new fare. A PHV driver must not approach people to offer them private hire services. Again, selecting two answers: on the pavement, outside a late night menu, with a booking. On the pavement and late number. So these are the places you should not be offering them private hire services without a booking. Now we come into comprehension again, as I can show you. So this was all these multiple choices carried 1 point, and now comprehension would carry 2 points each here. So in that we have, please read the statement below and answer the following question. You cannot use a vehicle for private hire purposes if the license discs are missing, have been badly damaged, or their appearance have been spoiled in any way. In some exceptional circumstances, the vehicle might be given an exemption, which means that the license discs do not have to be displayed. In these cases, you will receive an exemption notice, which you, the driver, must carry at all times when the vehicle is being used as a PHV. Which one of the following is correct? Remember, the answer will come out from this paragraph, so it's easier to find them. You can use a vehicle for private hire purposes if the license disc is missing. No. You cannot. You cannot, yeah? When a vehicle is being used as a PHV, the exemption certificates must be carried by the private hire operator if one has been issued. So obviously the operator doesn't carry that, because operator doesn't carry normally the booking. So even if they're carrying the booking, they're doing the job, obviously they are not doing it as an operator, then they're the driver now. When a vehicle is being used as a PHV, the exemption notice must be carried by the driver if one has been issued. That's the correct answer. Again, please read the statement will answer the question. Every PHV must have hire or reward insurance. The insurance policy must be valid when the vehicle is licensed and at all times when the vehicle is being used as a PHV. The insurance policy must not be valid when the vehicle is being used as a PHV. Incorrect. When a vehicle is licensed, the insurance policy must be valid. Every PHV may have, no, must. This is the correct answer, yeah? So obviously we can see, hopefully we have some mistake, then I can show you how to check the correct answer. So let's see the correct, let's see what happens. End of quiz. Okay, there's one mistake. This is good. This one mistake has been, which is good, so we can show you, then you know how to review the answers here. So review all answers you can go for, or review the incorrect answer. You can have both options available. So review incorrect answer. So this one. So you should, what should you do if you have any doubt about a booking? Check the operator's details using the TfL's online license checker tool. Okay, so that's the correct answer. Sorry, this is what we answered. Sorry, this is what we answered. And correct answer should be: ask the operator for their operator license number, check the operator's details using the TfL. So this should have been, sorry, my mistake. And also we need to update this question as well. It should have said select 2 answers. So my bad, yeah. Okay, so we'll get this corrected as well. So that's it really. And then it will clearly say which one is the correct answer. So we can return back to the summary, and also you can review all answers as well, and this will show incorrect, correct here, which was correct. If there is incorrect, it will have a cross here, red cross here, and there will be an option appearing here for you to view the correct answer. Then you can do it as well. So that's it really. Obviously, as before, this is available on our website readily for you to purchase. If you want to try it for free, there's one free mock test available as well. Just search on TfL SERU mock test minicab, and then you go on to serumocktest.co.uk, and from there our website is easy to navigate. You will find this one. If you need training, we have a fully computer-based facility where we have helped hundreds of people to get trained and get passing their SERU assessment, topographical, P1, and etc. And also make sure to like the video and share it with others for them to benefit, and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for your time.